The full scope of the situation in Ukraine is often obscured by daily headlines, leaving a complex, decades-long history largely unexplored. This investigation scrutinizes the deep, historical and geopolitical factors that led to the 2022 escalation. We aim to provide a rigorous, analytical framework for understanding the context of this massive geopolitical shock. The foundation of the current crisis lies in the post-1991 era. The dissolution of the Soviet Union created a new geopolitical map. The subsequent integration of several Eastern European nations into NATO was consistently viewed by Moscow as a direct security concern, violating a perceived buffer zone. This dynamic created a core security tension between the West and Russia, defining the modern geopolitical landscape. This forces us to analyze the complex interaction between historical alliances and contemporary state borders. Ukraine's geographical location has historically made it a crucial strategic territory. The nation possesses deep internal divisions along linguistic and cultural lines, the West often looking towards Europe, the East retaining historical ties to Russia. This internal complexity created a volatile environment for external influence. A primary strategic factor was the historical control over the Black Sea region and the pivotal naval base in Crimea. The concept of Ukraine as a non-aligned buffer was seen by major powers as essential for regional stability, and its shift in political direction generated a high-stakes scenario for all neighboring states. A critical turning point was the Euromaidan events of 2014. Massive public demonstrations in the capital city led to a significant political shift. Moscow interpreted this as an external manipulation aimed at destabilizing the region. Following these events, the focus shifted to the Crimean Peninsula and the Donbass territories, leading to a de facto conflict. This established a new geopolitical reality and fundamentally altered the region's stability, setting the stage for future escalation. The response to the 2014 conflict centered on the Minsk Agreements. These accords aimed to establish a ceasefire and grant special status to the affected regions, but their implementation proved challenging. Diplomatic analysis shows that neither side fully achieved its objectives under the agreements. The failure to resolve the underlying territorial and political issues contributed to a growing belief that a peaceful, negotiated settlement was increasingly remote. This persistent diplomatic impasse was a key factor in the eventual major conflict. The conflict is characterized by an intense information challenge. Major global powers and the involved nations have utilized significant public relations and narrative control efforts. This pervasive information environment makes the objective assessment of factual data exceptionally challenging. The complexities, historical weight, and the ongoing diplomatic failures demonstrate that the current situation is not a singular event, but the culmination of profound geopolitical dynamics. Understanding the true roots of the conflict requires an investigation into these fundamental historical and political forces,